In this playlist, we are going to break down the world's best players against each other, step by step and frame by frame. My name is John. I've been a top 100 player in the world and now I'm a professional coach. This is the real way to improve through my developed system to organize every moment into a calculated decision. These are the 3 keys to getting you from the D4 to elite to even the pro scene. Let's get started with today's match. Check out lootbar.gg. They have the lowest prices, fastest delivery, while being 10% cheaper than any other platform and trusted by big names like Pro Owns and Zorky. You also have insanely good reviews on Trustpilot. Get 10% off with my code JohnSims at checkout. Welcome back. This is part 3, Levi versus Tekkz in an FC Pro match, and I'm breaking it down as a pro coach and giving you guys step-by-step gameplay analysis. So this is gameplay analysis where we pause it and break it down. Let's get into it. So, boom, straight to the striker. Always recommend it. Boom, this is coming wide. This is coming this way. So now he's staying in what I call the queen's position. If you guys remember this, he's staying in the queen's position right there, zoned in. Now he's waiting. Look at this inverted run, very tactical position. Looks at slicing run. He's creating a passing lane for both lanes, and this is going to be a great spot. So he gets pressed off. Now, this is where he could have done something a little bit cheekier. He could have waited just a hair. He could have maybe have done a creative run here and try to get this step, try to get him just to step a little bit earlier. And what he could have done by playing this player this way, just a little bit with the creative run, it would have created more separation here. And so he didn't necessarily need to pass this too early. Maybe he hits a fake this way, that separation happens, and then boom, he rips that pass, and then he's stepped off a little bit. So there's a couple of variables he could have done there. That's okay. He still gets in this zone. Now he's calling R1. So now he's calling him because he doesn't want him to go off sides. Now, me personally, I probably would have waited a little bit here, but regardless, he's in a great spot. Now he needs to click L1, and he does. You can see that. There he's going on the line. So now what he's trying to do is get this step here, and so he's going to try to cut in. So he's waiting. So that's an adjustment. You can see how he just went straight for a second. It's because he's waiting for a movement. He's trying to skill that way. And so you can see that's the rotation. There's that drop AI meta crap. So now he can rotate. Boom, there's the rotation. So now he's going to try to get here and then hit here, or he's going to try to go here, and then he's going to try to go far post or near post, or he's going to go 1, 2, or yeah, so I don't think he's going to go there. And so boom, right here, boom, that's what he's trying to do. I think he wanted to go here. You can see, I think he was trying to go here. He has to adjust. Now he's in a weird spot. He could have played it through right here. He doesn't. He does this pullback, and he does the wrong skill. So had he done right here and passed it this way, he may have been able to create an angle and then sit him down and then maybe bass back here, and then maybe Mbappe runs over and then we hit that. So maybe, but he does a very good job creating the space. The only thing is the AI doesn't do anything. So that's where Levi gets a little bailed out there, but ultimately he does a fantastic job there. So ball comes forward, waiting. There's the play, goes wide. He's stepping forward. He steps too high, and then there's the break, double marks, and so he does a great job of the fullback. That's a great defensive play. I can explain that at a very tactical level, but basically he pulls that defender in. 1, 2, patience, 1, 2. There it goes, all the way forward. He misses it. That's okay. He does a great job calling it. He builds the attack. That's very smart. That's very interesting. That's something I need to throw into my gameplay. That's where his decision making is very good. Decision making is very good here. I can't stress enough how good this decision was to step off this position. So if we step here, so he steps that's fine. So let's see how he does this. So this is all good. Yes. So right here, this fullback coming in is very, very important. So he steps here and then he pulls the fullback in. You see this? This is very important because this eliminates the ability to pass it this way, and for him to use a player lock to cut both ways or a creative run. Now, if you are at this skill level and you are struggling in this moment, it's because you're not pulling him in that you're getting player locked. If you keep on getting player locked with like a central position, it's because you're not pulling this guy in, or you're not giving enough timing. You're not applying enough pressure. So that forces it wide. But the reason why it's okay to do this with Frimpong, now me personally, I probably would have rather his angle to be going this way like in transit. I would have rather his angle to go this way versus this. But that's because it would be in a lower position, giving you more time. So he ends up having less time there. But if you look, this is actually, if you've watched any of my former FC content, this is like my structured position on a key. So now he's trying to get double R1. He messes up. So now he's going to reset that. And so now he really needs to like step right here and then switch to Frimpong and then press here. And so he does the inverse. So he does the inverted and it works out for him. And what I mean by that, this is a swarm technique. It's a really nice little technique. So what you want to do is you want one player to cut off the edge, and then you want the other to cut off the interior, but it looks like you're going to put both players this way. And so instead, what you're looking to do is you're looking to give a fake right here. You're looking to give the attacker a read here, and then you're looking for them to be so big, eyes wide, to make this pass that then you just cut that pass off. Now, this is what I would do. However, he does it just a hair different, where he allows this run to overlap, and then he steps this way, and then he steps this way. Now, this is not bad. This is more based off of timing. However, the structured integrity is better this way. So if you do it my way, so if you do it the other way, so you can see here, the whole point is like the center back would be here, and then the fullback would be here instead. So that's where the rotation can be better if you do this way and then step this way. And so, but regardless, he's avoiding both spaces, and then he ends up tackling into structure. So it works out for him based off timing. There he goes instantly with that run. So you see that he's sending that run instantly. And so that's where that defense is coming in. So now he sends that second run. This is where he's brilliant. He's patient, so patient. So patient. He barely gets the timing there. Patience. But watch how patient he is. Very patient. And he's extremely patient here. He doesn't actually send it. So boom, he doesn't pass this here. This is where a lot of players lose the ball and they get scored on. This is what I call a break point. Be smart here. Boom, boom. 1, 2. Now he's going to be patient. He's not sending that right now. Now, me personally, I probably would have sent this on a run, and I probably would have done an L1 here with a pass. And then I would have been trying to play in more of a central position and then send this guy forward. And so if we send both of those runs forward and play out of a central, now you're putting a couple more stress indicators onto him. Because if you keep him or push him, it's going to be depending on if he steps here. So if this guy steps up or if he steps down, you're going to sit him down or you're going to keep him up. Because now you can potentially get this pass out. So boom, L1 there, back. I would go 1, 2, and I would send this run. And so you can get this. And so if you are going to send that run, I'd do L1 there. But ultimately, I would be 1, 2, 1, 2, and then boom, and I would send that run, and then I'd be in a control position here. But the timing of the play would be... Actually, it'd be a really quick play. That would be within about a second and a half that this is happening. So I guess the key strategy of what I'm trying to say here is you want to get this guy going, and you want this guy to go. Now, it looks like he has inverted wing back on. And so you see how he starts to run. And Levi's reading what I'm doing. And so I would actually make this pass right away, because now you can send this run, and he's going to be worried about this. And then you can actually play this high, and then you can still get that. You can still key that run, which is dangerous to Mbappe. So I think he makes a mistake by taking it wide here. He gets Mendes out. He gets a midfielder out, and now he's overlapping. And so you can see that he sees that he made a bad read, and that's why he went really slow. But that is very, very smart of him to recognize that. So him going slow there is him thinking, oh, what's wrong? There's something tactical, there's something mechanically, or there's something tactically, timing wise, that was incorrect. So now he's being cheeky. He's not in the box. Now he's in that timing space. He's looking for the Mbappe. He just gets through with the technical. He gets through with the tech plus. So he gets a little lucky here, but it was skillful. So you can't get goals without being skillful, or you can't be lucky without having skill. The more skillful you are, the luckier you get. So what he's looking right now is he's trying to get this, and he's going to try to rip this, or he's going to try to like McGeady cancel, and then he's basically going to try to hit one of these type of things, right? So boom, he's just trying to get there. You can see it. You see he's just trying to get there, and so he just goes straight tech. And it's just a timing variable. That's just a time. He gets really lucky. You can see he's like, oh man. He's like, oh man, I don't know if I meant to. That's just a variable. So that's where he got. If that's late stage of the game, if the opponent had like 3 points of pace faster, the player would have been locked down in a different position. If his defensive tackling is 2 points higher, or his interceptions are a little bit higher, whatever the variable is, it's going to be a little bit bigger. What I have noticed from Levi is he's more of a defense and tactical player, so he harnesses mistakes of opponents versus creating mistakes. So he harnesses just tactical mistakes. Like, that's a defensive mistake. And Levi, honestly, Levi plays more similar to me than I am playing to Tekkz. But like the way I play versus, so you can see how he just makes a structured the opponent just makes a structured mistake and he goes. And so now he should have just near posted it, right? Should have just near posted it. So that's, unfortunate for
see how it ends. Part 4 up next.